Hey yo, welcome to frickin' man. New card release day, DGen hours. I'm excited to be here. I hope you are too.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe.
Xorn is weird, man. Xorn's a weird card.
Gonna clap some cheeks. Now be a good
I have an idea for what to do today. Some people might not like it. I do have an idea. What's up, Whip? What's up? Let's go. Streamer never late nor early. He arrives exactly where he's supposed to be. Yeah, Panda Cybates. Leadzilla. Thank you, and thank you. Welcome in, everyone.
If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe.
What's up? What's up? Not much is up, man. I've been gaming like a loon, bro.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe.
You switch schedules or something?
Play some games.
Tuesdays are DGen hours.
Now be a good chatter and don't be
everybody's a Binks fan.
Binks.
What's up, Huskies?
Binks. And don't be a piece.
Hope you've been well, my dude. Been a minute since you heard the song, exposing yourself as a non-YouTube video Binks enjoyer.
I hope you like.
I don't watch any Snap YouTube videos either. I don't blame you.
Binks.
Oh, Steedy! What up? What up?
Binks. If you're watching on YouTube,
Top of the
like
afternoon.
and
It's afternoon?
Binks.
It's afternoon. That means you are in Japan or Australia.
Everybody's a Binks fan.
Binks.
Dr. Batman.
Binks.
Thank you so much. And Cybates.
I hope you
The rare
Binks.
tier 2 sub.
Like and subscribe. Binks.
Thank you so much for the tier 2 sub.
Binks.
Cybates. And thank you so much for the Primarino, Batman. And normally, this is the quiet version. However, due to the extraordinary generosity of the community, started a hype train.
Hype train.
They could also be lying. That is like the first thing you should consider whenever anyone says anything online.
Hype train.
Does anyone else think it's really funny when you get older and you have to like realize that
It's a hype train.
like teachers and like your parents and shit just make shit up all the time?
Hype train. It's a hype train.
There's a bunch of shit like my teachers told me. I just thought it was like
hype train.
real. And then you get older and you're like, oh, I probably just made that shit up because I was being annoying. Well, that makes you think.
Hype train.
How many squirrels would be too many to take if they all attacked at once?
Hype train.
What do you mean by too much to take? The world is held together by scotch tape, lies, and confidence.
Hype train. It's a hype train.
Damn true, man. You shocked at how much our parents are just winging it? They still are, man. They're still out here winging it, bro.
Bits. Sub. It's a hype train.
Glad you like the DGen streams, Dr. Batman. That's why I do them. That is why I do them. I had a funny talk with someone about imposter syndrome recently. So I gave them a compliment and they mentioned that like, oh, thanks for that. I feel like it's like imposter syndrome. I was like, brother, welcome to every day of my damn life.
Hype train. It's a hype.
They're like, you get imposter syndrome too? I'm like, I'm pretty sure that roughly 80 to 90% of people are just are confused that they're where they're at in their life at all times and are just faking it till you make it. It's a crazy world out there, man.
It's a hype train.
Rain, 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 rain time.
What the fuck? Why do I have the Cerebro 6 deck in here? What the fuck?
Give me those bits, give me your primes, let's level up, cause it's hype train time.
Hype train. Hype train. Hype train. Hype train. Hype train. Hype train. It's a hype train.
Give me those bits, give me your primes, let's level up, cause it's hype train time.
3D.
It's
I always forget that I had the volume on like very low on here.
some
Some things go through.
hype train.
The only thing that you know is pretty loud. Mastery. Xorn had time. You like Xorn a lot. As a Red Wing enjoyer, I'm not surprised. I saw you were playing a Red Wing deck. I had a Red Wing deck on my own. Like a Red Wing War Machine deck. I don't love it. I think I would have to do some stuff to refine it. If I were to try and play this again. It's like good. It definitely has some problems. I had Ghost Spider in there for a little bit too, but then that just kind of felt like too much setup, not enough payoff type situation. Need Blink, not Drac. Drac felt really good. Retooling the deck around Blink would make sense though. I love Blink. You ever see my Psycho Galactus Agamotto deck, man? I've been playing this off stream, dude. It's so much fun. Yeah, the ramp, I considered Luna at one point. The ramp's good, man. The ramp's good. Yeah, dude, this deck is cool as hell, dude. Like, every time I Galactus people, they had no fucking clue it was coming. It just seems like it's even called normal, regular Agamotto deck. It seems like a normal deck. This actually caused maybe the biggest, the most I've ever tilted and crashed out on stream. Because the first, like, 2 hours of the deck went incredible. And then I went on just the most horrendous losing streak I've ever been a part of. I think I lost 1,100 ranks over like 4 hours or something. It was so bad. And then that brought us to the day before the tournament where I tried to do some prep with my deck I was so excited for. Went 4 and 5 in Gold Conquest. Games, not wins. That kind of sucked. And then went 3 and 4 in the tournament. That also kind of sucked. Chad, I've been thinking a lot about like tilt and stuff. Like, I'm really happy I took yesterday off. Like Saturday, after the tournament on Saturday, man, I was mad. I was like upset. I was really upset with myself. I felt like I was going to really bad habits of just blaming everything on RNG and not respecting my opponents, which I feel regretful for, because everyone there was really good, man. Like, I think my first round opponent was like a top 10 ladder grinder. Everyone was so good that I played. But I felt like towards the end, you know, when I was like losing, I was like blaming everything but myself. That's not a good place to be. So I'm really going to try and be better about that and try and peel away at a little bit of like this need to win. I feel like I've been going into a little bit too much. Like Saturday afterwards, I could literally like feel the salt and like tilt like coursing through me afterwards, man. It was crazy. I've worked out, dude. I smoked a pretty big bowl of weed. And then I was just sitting there, just like upset. I could like feel as I was relaxing, like some of this like tension go away. I was like, man, dude, I gotta stop letting that happen, dude. I stop letting that shit happen, man. I did get really unlucky. I mean, I don't think I think like the first, I don't know, 4 like 50-50s in a row on Saturday, I did lose. But that's what 50-50 is, man. You flip a coin 4 times, you're gonna hit 4 tails sometimes, man. But yeah, I mean, I just to let you guys know, that's how I feel about it. You know anything that I said about any of my opponents or anything, I don't think it was bad, but like, I do feel like I was acting improperly. And I was acting in a way that I would be, like if I saw someone else acting the way that I was, I would be very judgy towards them. So it's kind of like things like that you just gotta realize and try and be better about, you know? But no one's perfect. Everyone's gonna have stuff like that. I just hope you know I'm gonna keep trying to be better and keep trying to practice what I preach. That's what really annoys me the most, is because I am kind of preachy a little bit about respecting opponents and controlling what you can control, and not saying, oh, this is bad because X, the problem is this, that, and the other thing. I'm just trying to be core to yourself. Yeah, I mean, the big thing with that, Plop or Nope, it's like, it's very frustrating that my play didn't work, and I think the play was actually really good. I'm pretty impressed that neither Guest nor KM Best like thought about even doing that when I was rewatching the broadcast. But like, I made so many mistakes that game. You know, if I would have double time stoned earlier in the game, I would have been in just like a position where I couldn't lose. I could have played 88 power on turn 4. Not 88. I could have played 82 power on turn 4. But instead I like panicked and then messed stuff up. So like, even if I look at that game, you know, it came down to a 50-50, but I had in my control many, many other ways that I could have just won that game before that. And also, the play that I made, it could have been better. We looked at it afterwards, and going demon, death, right, and no one even fucking remembers the details. Maybe one of you does. And misery left. So like, you know, I can sit down there and be like, oh, it's a 50-50 that lost, that's bad. Or I can say, why did I put myself into a position to be in a 50-50? Could I have worked better? Could I have done better things? Could I put myself in a position where I didn't have to do a 50-50? There's a lot of things that I could have done. So like, looking back on the tournament, I'm really happy I did it. I'm actually happy that I got my ass beat like that, because like I said, I think that it's a bit of a humbling thing and to think about it. But it was a good experience, man. It was really cool. I think the community loved it. Viewership was so much better than I expected it to be. I thought for sure viewership would be in the shitter, but like, everyone's viewership was good, which is really awesome. Yeah, yeah, I could have just not played the Reality Stone, but yeah, dude, for that was the reason in this deck I ran Hulkling. I gave him a shout out in my video. The whole reason I ran Hulkling in my deck for YouTube today was because of Butt. This probably shouldn't be here, but Fighting game player said, why the fuck are y'all going for 50-50s? Just do good shit. Yeah. It's just like, it's a reminder to me to always like, even when things come down to 50-50s, there's a million things you could have controlled. You've accepted the gamble to go for 50-50, and when it goes your way, you shouldn't be upset. I'm actually really, really good with that generally on ladder. I mean, I'm sure if you guys watch a lot, you see, like, I don't get mad when I lose 50-50s on ladder, because it's like, I called out that it was a 50-50. I put myself in a position to get this 50-50. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with the position that I set myself up in, and if it doesn't go the other way, then you made a good play. If you know, you should always stay in on a 50-50. You should actually almost always snap on a 50-50, which no one's ready for that conversation yet. Yeah, me and Derek got stomped with our... What I felt like, and maybe I'm just biased because whenever Lammy says anything, I just take it as law. But I was really proud of my find of getting that destroyed Thanos, and then I just got wrecked by every Thanos anyway. More than anything, though, what we can all agree on is that if there is ever another official Marvel Snap tournament with 400 people and Mobius isn't over half the decks, we should just find a different game, man. Just find a different game. Mobius is in 52% of decks in the tournament, man. What the hell is everyone doing? Anyway, Xorn. Okay, so I mentioned this in my Twitter post today. Guess what today is? What is today?
This is what we got. Everybody's
Melissa?
a Binks fan.
Should only change to only affect one turn rather than being ongoing? Yeah, they should try that. Maybe you can make them a 2/3 as well. Or, maybe that'll be good. 6 months. Let's go, Melissa. Thank you so much for the 6-month resubscription. Thank you. Garsax, if you're not understanding the joke, that's literally what they did. They've already done that. That was how they changed him after his original version. It was a 2/3 version that only affected the next turn. He saw 0 play. It was a great time to play Snap, man. Fantastic time to play Marvel Snap. Xorn. So what to think about with Xorn, and why might you want Xorn in your deck? Xorn's interesting. Xorn's very similar from your side of the board as Topaz. I feel like they do things the same way too. So Xorn is very much like Topaz for you. The biggest problems is that most of the biggest I don't know the word for it. Payoff cards. The best one's probably like Dagger, which is 2. And then Human Torch is obviously good as well. But you can't do either of those with Xorn. So you have to think a little bit outside of the box. A lot of people found Red Wing. I like Red Wing. I think that it's a nice thing with Red Wing for sure. Xorn is more like Hercules than Topaz. Can you explain that, please? Because I don't think that is more like that one than the other. So big thing with Xorn, it's like the defensive side. Oh, also I did say Xorn from your perspective is like Topaz. So if you're saying like more holistically that he affects both sides, I get what you mean with Hercules. But I said from your perspective, Xorn is like Topaz. But it can also be defensive. Like if you play this on curve, you can move shit around and be really annoying. Like against like a surfer deck, like this card's kind of just nasty as a surfer deck, right? Like if this is on a lane, like it's very hard to get power there. Like very hard. You kind of have to like fill all the other lanes first before you can put any of your cards there. So it has some defensive capabilities as well. And I mentioned this in the tweet that I posted today, is that I ran into someone running Scream. Now, I don't know if they were actually running Xorn Scream because I retreated before that. But I think they were running a Xorn Scream deck. And I wanted to run a Xorn Scream deck. That's what we're going to do. The idea of Xorn with Scream is that it is another way to move your opponent's cards, right? And then maybe we can even work out having like a package where we take advantage of Xorn as well and kind of do like multiple things. So that's kind of like the first idea. I do want Kingpin, I think. We won't do the Killmonger stuff. We'll get Batroc and Kingpin in here. Would Xorn be good in a lockdown deck? Not really, no. I don't think so. At least not what traditionally lockdown decks are like, because they use like Professor X and Xorn kind of like the counter lure to it. Hydration Stomper? Yep, I mean, probably if we're going to do the Batroc, probably do something like that. I don't think we want Silk. I don't think we want silk, but I like that in the package. So what other Scream cards do we want to do? We want to find move cards. Like Cyclops, my favorite move card. We probably want Craven too. Probably want Spider-Man. Probably want Polaris. Probably want Miles. Probably want Seaball. Well, I don't think we're really going to get too much out of Xorn from an offensive perspective. I did have an idea of like upping the curve and then trying to play Red Wing, like having like the Cannonball Magento Arrow top end and then also running Red Wing. If we were to do that, what would we want to cut? I don't think you want, in my opinion, I don't think you should run Vulture in a Xorn deck unless you have a second way of moving cards. That's my opinion. But I think that if you're going to run a Vulture, like, if you can't move it, it's a 3/3. Like, card sucks ass. Now, today, you could probably get away with it because enough people are running Xorn that you could probably just get away with it as a joke. But I think in general, you'll suffer for it. Let's make two versions. Let's make a lower curve, kind of just random little stuff, Hydra Stomper vibes. Just use Xorn completely defensively to just like throw in a lane outside of Kingpin to kind of fuck with our opponent. Which would mean final card here is probably, we'd probably want a tech card. Probably. Yeah, Juggernaut's not bad. I feel like it depends on how much Thanos there is. Like ongoing Thanos, Juggernaut literally does nothing against. No Stegron. Stegron's kind of bad. Four is a lot of energy, man. Me and SCG have the same title. Great minds think alike, brother. Rotten. What deck would be a big problem for this deck? Might just want like Red Guardian. I'm never running that card ever, Husky. I'll never run that card. Silk Pumps Hydra. I don't think Silk would be good here. Silk kind of like throws too many bad variables into it. Maybe it is just fine. Maybe Silk is just fine. Looks a little too like unwieldy for me sometimes with decks. I like to have control over what the fuck is going on because I don't in my life. Alright, we could just throw Surge in there, man. Yeah, sure. Small. It's Scream, but it's spelled with an X. Large. Okay, so for large Scream, we would want to have the big, scary Scream cards. The Magentos. The arrows, the sea balls. Probably no Kingpin. Queen herself. Where did I get this variant from? What is this? Like a spotlight variant or something? I have no idea where I got this screen then. Super rare. I must have got it from a pack or something. Okay. So for this version, I kind of want Killmonger. So we could run like Uncle Ben Killmonger. I like having Killmonger. We need to add the card that we're building the card around. Well, as Red Wing. Do I say certain names wrong on purpose, like Magenta or Rouge? I'll say their name wrong. I love this Surtur, man. It just makes me want to play Surtur every time I see this card. Boom. Boom. Oh yeah, sorry. Gar Saxon doesn't understand that sarcasm doesn't translate through text. It's been a constant problem. It's been it's been a problem forever. Don't worry. It's not new. It's not new. I promise you that. Infinite? No. None of that stuff. We need more Scream cards, probably. Right now, all we have is Uncle Ben, Skillmonger. Why don't we just add Vulture in too? Is that crazy? I don't know if I need another way to pull Red Wing. Maybe I could add like Kate Bishop. It has a little bit of tension with Killmonger though. LDS? A lot of 5-drops, man. Maybe I put Blink in, man. Maybe I take the... I don't really have many blinkable cards, though. Many of my cards are blinkable. What is Lady Deathstrike doing for me? I don't really know what Lady Deathstrike does for the deck. Autofill the rest of the deck? This is how you know AI is slowly taking over the world, dude. Why would you consider things and do results, man? Just ask the computer to do it for you. Oh, man, I'm alive. Living and breathing here in front of you. We can figure it out. It's not that scary. I kind of want like a Luna Snow. There's other ways to get to these cards early. Ba-bum, boom. We at least probably need 2 more cards that move things. Maybe Polaris Spider-Man? Polaris Spider-Man would definitely make sense. Hercules? Card sucks, man. I think having Xorn as my only way to activate Red Wing is okay. I don't mind that nearly as much as my only way to activate Vulture. As like a 3/5 is kind of just whatever. Juggernaut, maybe. Juggernaut's gonna be a maybe for me, dog. Juggernaut's in a weird place right now. Juggernaut always hovers around feeling too good or feeling too bad. Like right now, I feel like there's a lot of those like kind of like weird kitty decks. There's a lot of Thanos. I feel like the board is often quite full. Now, we do have access to Killmonger Juggernaut, which does make it more appealing, for sure. How much more appealing? I just want to put in Surge, man. I want to put Surge in every deck. What if we do just finish it with Blink? Is that crazy? Nova? Nah. Kind of a wasted deck slot. I kind of like Binks. Alright, did I just say I kind of like Binks? Jesus Christ, dude. What is wrong with me? Why Luna? We have a bunch of 5 drops. Luna helps us skip turn 6. I like the Blink, man. Alright, chat. We have 2 decks for you. This is Large Scream, but spelled with an X. A Xorn Red Wing Scream deck. With Killmonger, Uncle Ben. We also have Small Scream. Which is more of kind of your classic tiny card. Make a bunch of random power stuff. Top in with Cannonball. Miles could maybe fit in this too. I don't mind it without Miles though. And the choice is yours as to what we play. Now, do remember, this might be an important thing because very often, very often I will say I'm going to play both and then I like one and then I just play it the whole rest of the stream. This happened many a time. Couple things. If you're watching on YouTube, I have 2 things to tell you. First of all, if you want to vote as well and you're watching on YouTube, you just got to jump over to twitch.tv/Binks_plays. And be sure to make sure you're followed while you're there. And secondly, like the stream. The button's right there. It's right there. You can just take 2 seconds right now. You click the like button. It really helps out. It's been showing significantly on the analytics that the more likes that you guys do on the YouTube stream, more popular it is, the more new cool people come into the community. That would mean a lot. I would super appreciate that. Let's check out the poll, huh? Like we got some results here. Small screen by a mile. Small screen by a mile, man. All right, people love this small screen. People don't like the sauce. People don't like the sauce. Who wants to see the saucy deck? All right. It is interesting to see how Xorn actually, if it actually helps the deck, because Xorn has essentially no other support except for like getting some Hydra Stomper value or whatever. But let's jump in, man. Let's have some fun. Lock in. I believe I already set this up, right? Move my social. Did. Awesome. Play some Marvel Snap. I played a little bit off stream today. I got up to like 1400. Nice. Why are people so scared of a close-up of my face? It's very insulting. If you don't have screen? What do you mean? What do you mean, what if you don't have screen? Well, man. Was unexpected? Pretty fucked up, man. Does anyone who plays a lot of Surge Captain Sam Wilson decks have any opinions on when you should play which one first? Because I never know, man. I feel like I'm just making it up every day. Oh, shit, dude. Thank you. So the reason for this is because I had to turn it off during the tournament. I think I was technically breaking the rules. YouTube chat, you're free! Say everything you want to say, but like the stream first, you piece. What?! 17 power Gamora is a joke. Got my scream, you piece of crap. No!
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Dude, I am so good at missing 50-50s. I cannot explain to you how good I am at missing 50-50s. That shit was a sport, bro. I'm pretty sure I just don't move anything else. I don't really know how to do that. Why did I snap earlier? I could have sworn I hit the snap button. Oh, I forgot Xorn's middle now. Sometimes lucky. Fuck. That was annoying. I don't know. This probably loses. Winnable? I shouldn't be. I wasn't even thinking about that aspect of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wasn't even thinking about it, man. Maybe if I would have used the shield, like left or something the previous turn, I could have had a better chance at that. I don't know, that was some funk. What's up, Nate the Great Martin? How are you? Are you still mad at me for not coming to Chicago to see you? It's okay if you are. I just want to know. Nate is such a hard person to say no to. You just say no and then he pretends like you didn't, man. It's fucking scary. I can see why he's a successful businessman. Card do I play, man? Okay, this is fine. I'm just scared I'm gonna get fucking Red Guardian because it's like I could put it here, but it kind of fucking sucks if I put it there. You know what I mean? Xorn would send Xorn wouldn't send anyone, right? That might have been one of the it might be the stupidest play I've ever seen. That might have been the dumbest play I've ever. Why did they do that? It's dumb as hell, dude. We'll search here, or we'll Spider-Man here. Then Spider-Man can't go middle if they fill, and if they don't, then Bing chillin'. Ooh, good old Arishem. All right, so this is the test chat. We have priority. We get a Xorn screenplay here for the fans. I probably retreat when I do this, but we can agree that it probably would have happened. Want Miles to move? Absolutely not. I absolutely do not want Miles to move. Cards like Xorn are going to be like Echo for a while. It's going to take a while to remember that they do things and stuff. Boop, boop, boop. Listen, going to Chicago is not easy. Going to Chicago is a 4-hour round trip. I feel like Nate thought that, like, just kept saying it as if it was like that, you know, just, it's fine. 4 hours is a lot, man. Kind of weird that Nate, who probably had a rental car,